Hello, everybody. I'm Seth Weissman, and welcome to another episode of Safe Real Estate. Today, I'd like to talk about whether buyer brokers can still receive a bonus in light of NAR's latest guidance. And while the technical answer to this question is yes, they can still, in theory, receive a bonus, the practical answer is in most cases, it's going to be very difficult for the buyer's broker to receive a bonus. And here's why. What NAR is saying is that the buyer must be obligated to pay the buyer broker's entire compensation at the time they enter into an agreement. And what they are also saying is that while the seller or seller's broker can make a contribution or pay all of the buyer broker's compensation, the buyer must still initially be obligated to pay the entire amount, including any bonus. So what that means as a practical matter is you'd have to go to your buyers and say to them, I would like you to pay me my true value, which is X% of the sales price. Plus, I'd also like you to be obligated to pay me a commission of $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever the bonus amount might be. And frankly, I just don't see many buyers saying, that's a great proposition. I'm glad to pay you that amount of money. Now, the obvious question that realtors are going to ask is, can we amend the compensation agreement at a later time to allow the buyer's broker to be paid a bonus? And the answer to that question is technically yes. I think you can amend the agreement, but NAR has also said that the bonus shouldn't be a payment to induce you to show the property. It really should be a payment for the broker having performed extraordinary services. And if you think about it as well, it may be hard to convince your buyer at that point in time where the buyer has already agreed on to pay you a specific compensation to now allow you to collect an additional bonus. So the bottom line is bonuses are still technically allowed, but I think as a practical matter, they're going to be much harder to collect. And I think there are going to be far fewer circumstances where realtors actually receive a bonus. I hope this episode of Safe Real Estate has been beneficial. As always, it's great to see you. Please continue to tune in. Bye now.